Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are fixing to land our first module here. However, it's currently in darkness and we don't have lights on this thing, so we might not want to land in darkness. Let's just go ahead and do a few orbits here, and we're going to wait for daytime. We're not going to be able to go faster than 1000x, but it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, the night's already half over. Okay, I think one more orbit. Yeah. That's looking good, right there. Okay, so next, right at this intersection, or thereabouts, let's just go ahead and drop straight down. We're going to need to adjust our trajectory ever so slightly. I believe, I'm actually not sure which is our periapsis and which is our apoapsis, but let's just go ahead and nuke that. And then just kill all horizontal speed. That's going to be a pure retrograde burn. And let's go ahead and warp to that maneuver. Now we don't have an absolute ton of fuel in our sky crane here, so we're going to need to be careful with that, and we're going to need to mostly land with this. And then we will not have a decoupler. I'm an idiot. Okay. We don't have a decoupler here. I can't believe I messed that up. With that being the case, I mean, we can still land this thing. What is the impact tolerance of these? Can we, like, destroy these 3 modules? Do we have the fuel for that? I have no idea. At any rate, we need to burn this if we're going to. Should we try to land this? Should we pretend that we have a decoupler when we don't? Because there's no decoupler there. Well, we've come all this way. Let's just finish up this node a little bit. About 1 more meter per second horizontally. Good enough. Okay, so the question is, should we pretend that we have a decoupler here when we definitely don't? Should we just crash this into the surface and call it a failure? Or should we attempt to destroy this with crashing without destroying the wheels? Well, that's the question, isn't it? Let's go ahead and kill any additional horizontal momentum we have. About like that. And let's just take a look at where we're going here. Okay. I mean, we're pretty far away. And I don't seem to be able to create a maneuver node. Why can I not create a maneuver node? We're connected. We have power. Why can I not create a maneuver node now? Maybe we need a little bit more horizontal speed, or maybe we should just do a, like, anti-radial burn without a maneuver, just to get a little bit of indication here. Okay, so we're going, what, this direction. Actually, anti-radial is basically the correct direction. So let's just go ahead and burn a little closer there. About, like... No, that was radial. What am I doing? I'm completely discombobulated by the fact that I forgot a decoupler. This is a new play session too, so I can't revert this. We would have to call it a failure, which at this point would be fair. It's entirely my failure. Okay, so we want to burn this direction here. Correct? Thereabouts. Let's go ahead and do a maneuver node right about here. And try to close this guy in a little bit here. Something along the lines of that. Maybe a little bit closer. Along the lines of that. That's a nice little maneuver there. So it's a little less fuel efficient to burn it now, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just because it's such a minuscule burn, I don't feel like it matters anyway. And we just want to get this close. Technically, we want to overshoot it a little bit. Okay, a little further. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, and then we want to, like, warp to about here or so. Is it just me, or are we moving further away? I'm gonna cancel that warp. I feel like I've completely misread this situation. We need to burn over this direction. About like so. Okay, are we going up right now? I believe we are. No, we're still going down. But that's okay, we're closing in over here. Let's go for the horizon and just get additional speed. We can kill the speed in a little bit. Technically we are, I think, now kind of in orbit, but that's okay. Yeah, we're on an escape velocity right now. That's fine. We will kill our speed in a moment once we get a little bit closer here to the base core. And I think we're going to try to destroy these, but we'll see how it goes. It's going to probably be pretty awful. So we're going to need to bleed off this speed relatively soon, but if you look at this, it looks like our periapsis is still plenty high up. So we don't need to worry about our vertical speed for now, only our horizontal. You can see we're going to be slightly off here, but that's okay. We're going to want to bleed this off a little later. And then we are going to go ahead and start bleeding this off very soon. About now-ish. Actually, more like now. Okay, that looks decent. And now we'll just burn ever so slightly to kill our horizontal speed. We're going to need to burn over this direction a little bit. That's very, very close right there. That's about right. Okay, so the question now becomes, how do we go about detaching this? Wait, is there a decoupler here? Or do we just have the girder segment? We do just have the girder segment. And the SAS, and yeah, no decoupler. Feels bad, man. I can't believe I didn't check that. Like, how is that not a thing? I'm going to go ahead and quick save this, because this might take a couple of attempts. But I think we can actually, through some miracle, salvage this. So we're going to be here, what, in 1 minute 24 seconds? Let's go ahead and warp down a little bit. And we're going to want to impact at, what, something like 10 meters per second or something? And this may take multiple jumps. That's the thing. So we're about 5 kilometers up right now, and we're actually coming in quite close here to the Flea 2 base core. I'm going to be on stability assist rather than pointing at retrograde, just because that might cause issues. Okay, let's, yeah, there's Shadow. Let's bleed off a little speed. Down to around here or so. We can keep bleeding off until about 10 meters per second, because the thing is, we want to drop as much fuel as possible. Because well, actually, these should be able to lift this. Oh yeah, plenty of thrust to weight. Technically more thrust to weight here. But the problem is we don't have a lot of delta V. Can we transfer it from down here? Potentially? Like, maybe? But I doubt we can get it all the way up there. So I'm going to try impacting at about 15 meters per second. And hopefully once we lose this weight, then the speed that we're at will be fine. But I'm going to quick save once more. And we're definitely going to have to fix this rather massive design flaw. Let's go ahead and decelerate a bit. We're still 1.5 kilometers up, so losing this weight is completely fine. Okay, we'll just try to hold this speed right here. This should be fast enough that we destroy this engine, and hopefully fast enough that we destroy all of this, but hopefully that will decelerate us. I'm going to go ahead and fire these guys very close to the ground at like... And actually, let's be decelerating a little bit more. At like 300? No, at like 100 meters to the ground. We're not going to need much thrust at all. So, like, basically none. As close to none as we can get. This is going to be a super dangerous landing. I'm quick saving again. Okay. Let's go ahead and... fire these. Okay. That didn't quite take this out, which is what I was hoping for. So, let's just... Are these not firing? Oh, it's because their thrust limited so low. Right. Let's bring these up to about 50%. And we've got 3 more things to destroy. Hopefully our fuel holds out, but we shouldn't need much fuel here. So right at 50%. There we go. Okay, we need to go up high enough that we fall down fast enough. So let's try something like that. Hopefully that'll be high enough. Because we need both of these parts destroyed. This would be so much easier if I had brought a decoupler. Such an idiot. But we'll give it a go. Hopefully this is fast enough to destroy the fuel tank. And not the wheels. And we're 1.6 kilometers away, so that's relatively close. I'm going to go ahead and throttle this up a little bit. Okay. That's a great sign. Now we'll try it one more time. And this time we have much less margin for error. Look at that space between the wheels. We've got plenty of delta V to do this, though. Okay. This is perhaps the dumbest idea I have ever had. But it worked. I can't believe that worked. Okay, I'm saving. First try. That is ridiculous. That should not have worked. Our front wheels are inverted in their turning axis for some reason. we'll just invert that steering. Oh my. We kind of need SAS off, it would appear. The other thing we need to do is we need to get rid of our sky crane, because that's causing us to be quite tippy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throttle up very slightly. Oh, that was too much. I didn't get it decoupled in time. Okay, let's decelerate this a little bit. Beautiful. And off goes our sky crane. Where are you? There you are. Sky crane is never to be seen again. But there we go. Gonna go ahead and turn on SAS at this point. Nope. SAS is not a great idea. Actually, we need to have SAS be in SAS only mode. There we go. That will be very helpful. Now we just need to get to the base core. Oh, we are completely inverted. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and have the motor enabled here, steering enabled here. Are these motor enabled? They are. Okay. Well, we're just going to pivot this guy around, and I'm gonna put a cut in here and cut out the driving time. And then once we get over there, we'll dock this thing up, because through some miracle, we successfully landed. I don't know what that miracle is, but it worked somehow. Anyway, subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.